What's up, and welcome to the weekly recap, a gaming news show where we'll go over everything from the previous week for those who might have missed it. I'm your host, Brave Shadow, and without further ado, let's recap. It is safe to say a lot of the hardware that the Xbox Series X is touting will be coming to the PlayStation 5. As we know from leaks, they will be sharing a similar architecture, which is the AMD RDNA 2 architecture. Now, in a recent post published by AMD, they mentioned the hardware accelerated ray tracing comes automatically built in and boasting a 50% boost in performance in comparison with 2017's Zen 2 chipset. Now, so for next gen, everyone is going to be getting way better frames per second, graphical shading and stuff like that. And when it comes to, ray tracing, I love that. When you improve the look, that's great. What I cannot wait for is 120 FPS to be a standard in gaming, because I need that silky smooth movement. Overwatch will be banning certain characters from competitive play. As the 21st season has just released, the ones banned from this season are Baptiste, Hanzo, Mei, and Orisa. I'm probably butchering that, but who cares? Now, the lock is temporary. The obvious plan is to shake things up so people aren't maining heroes and becoming, hey, this is my main, don't take my character. Now, doing this is actually going to create more well-rounded players in the game, but not only that, but it's going to add more interesting matchups, makeups of rounds, and stuff like that, because when you're kind of pushed into a challenging position of changing a character to where you're not really familiar with, it adds more content. You're discovering new things. Now, when it comes to this will be a weekly, bi-weekly affair during the season. Now, it's nice. It adds a higher skill ceiling to be good at the game, but hopefully this does not further kill the game as it's been on a declining in the recent years. But luckily, Overwatch 2 is something that's going to be on the horizon, and I will be updating you on that in the future. Ghost of Tsushima is closer than you think as Sony announces a June release date and a story trailer for the game. Now, the game will be focused on Jin Sakai, who will have to embark on an adventure to save and free his people from the Mongol horde by abandoning the samurai ways and adapting the new type of warrior, meaning he's just gonna be a fucking ninja and start fucking people up. Now, this game has been so anticipated to the point that people started recreating the E3 gameplay trailer using the PS4 exclusive Dreams. Now, this is definitely a game that I'm looking forward to and is going to make this summer pretty exciting. Volorant, a new FPS in development by the famous Riot Game devs behind the League of Legends franchise. Now, this is shaping out to be my next edition. This is essentially Counter-Strike meets Overwatch. Not only that, but you can tell that this is going to be a really high quality game. As Riot says, that their servers will have 128 ticks. What does this mean? Well, it means smoother movement, more accurate hits on opponents when you're shooting them. So no longer are you going to have these moments where you're hitting around the outside of the person, even though your crosshairs are right on top of them. Not only that, but to kind of give a frame and reference for this, Counter-Strike currently and Overwatch servers only operate on 40 ticks. Now, these ticks are essentially information that is being sent out to the server. So whenever you move, 64 ticks are being sent out, basically movements sent out to the server to relay that to the other person and communicate, right? It's these packages moving back and forth between you and the server. Now, the thing about this is it's double that. So even your most competitive game who touts, having these dedicated servers, their dedicated servers are going to be nothing compared to this. Now, not only that, but they have mentioned to Polygon that the latency will be around 35 milliseconds, which both of these will inherently lower the benefit of Peeker's Advantage. For those who don't know, when you turn a corner in an FPS, you have something called Peeker's Advantage, which will register the opponent before yourself, giving you the ability to get the jump on someone. Now, this game is still in its alpha stage, but I cannot help but be fucking stoked about it. I mean, sitting here just watching the gameplay, you have right here, I'm gonna pop this up real quick. just a still where you could see where you purchase your weapons, similar to Counter-Strike. Even the map itself is reminiscent of Counter-Strike maps, where you had the lanes and you can build strategies and tactics, but it has the art style of something, say, like Overwatch, you know, where it's kind of cartoony. But not only that, you also are deriving these Overwatch abilities as well, as you see like flame walls being thrown up or like little knives floating in the air to be projectiled out. So I'm stoked for this. So, but on to the next news. Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn releases a new multiplayer fishing mode. Now, this fishing mode is kind of like more of a fishing raid because of how many people you have. So let me get to that. So every 2 hours, you can set out into the deep blue with up to 23 others to live the deadliest catch life. Now, at the moment, there are 3 locations with, you know, very little rewards. Now, the major ones is a shark minion you can get and a shark mount that you can roll around in. Now, I've recently gotten to the game myself, and this is something I cannot wait to dive into. Black Desert Online will be announcing crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation. So now, no matter where you play, you can join in on the fun. Now, Pearl Abyss also announced Odilidia, I'm probably butchering that, expansion with new challenges and free content. Also, touting a new archer class and, another name that I'm probably going to butcher, Kamasa, just a new region, right? New region to explore and do shit in. Now, that has also been added. Now, with all the new content, the crossplay, you'll also have free rewards for both new and returning players when you open up the game. And if you haven't purchased this game already, they're providing sales and deals to get you started. Half-Life Alyx has new gameplay and a video showcasing movement, either teleport or walk normally, though what is even more interesting is seeing how you can interact with the environment and upgrading your weapons. As you see, you know, yourself basically, you know, shoving the gun into the little machine, you're tip-tapping on the little screen there, it's fucking cool, but what's even cooler is fucking moving planks, man. Fucking, you're grabbing the planks, you're fucking moving the pipes, you're interacting with your environment, and in a VR experience, that just makes things feel way more real. Now, seeing all these small details in a game is exciting for one thing. Now, the only thing I feel like that's going to be really holding back this game is the money to purchase the game. Now, if you want to get kind of the bare bones, you're looking at maybe around $279, but that's if, you know, you kind of already have something already, and that's just getting the controllers in the game. But if you don't have shit, you're looking at $1,000 price tag. So I don't know how many people are actually going to be able to enjoy this. E3 loses their creative directors in charge of the event, which is another blow. So what will really not happen to this show? IamBit, the creative directors behind E3 2020, have bowed out in a very corporate treat, announcing, hey, hoping the best for everybody that's still there. Like, Jesus, I would not want to be those organizers or the ESA at this point. Now, with every week we seem to get closer to this event, it seems like it gets bleaker and bleaker. All right, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to be heard, drop a comment. And if you want content like this and more, subscribe. As always, be great to yourself, be great to others, and play great games. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.